Hi everybody. Today I will start a new chapter. The name of the chapter is Mole Concept and Stoichiometry. In this chapter there is one law that is called Gay-Lussac's law of combining volumes. The statement of this law is the volumes of gaseous substances that are consumed and produced in a chemical reactions are in the ratio of small whole numbers, provided the volumes are measured under the same condition of temperature and pressure. So under the same condition of temperature and pressure, if we think about two volumes of ammonia are formed when one volume of nitrogen combines with three volumes of hydrogen. So here I am writing the equation so that you can understand that nitrogen is combining with hydrogen, forming ammonia. Now if we balance this equation, N2 plus thrice H2 twice NH3. So one volume of nitrogen is combining with three volume of hydrogen and forming two volume of ammonia at same temperature and pressure or under similar condition of temperature and pressure. Now here if we take the ratio of the reactant, that will be 1:3, or if we take the ratio of product also, that is N2 is to H2 is to NH3, the ratio will be equal to 1:3:2. That is a simple whole number ratio. So in this way we can easily prove the Gay-Lussac's law. Now we will discuss some problems, one or two problems from this chapter. Okay. So from your book I am giving the first problem based on this Gay-Lussac's law. Some problems are already solved in your book that you will see. Okay. Your first problem is given that calculate the volume of hydrogen. Practice problem, problem number 1. Calculate the volume of hydrogen that will combine with 40 liters of oxygen to form steam at 150 degrees centigrade and atmospheric pressure. Now what will be the answer? First you have to write the balance equation, that is hydrogen is combining with oxygen forming water vapor, okay, or steam. So all are gas. Now what is given here? Calculate the volume of hydrogen that will combine with 40 liters of oxygen. Now one thing you have to notice that whether this one is balanced or not. No, this is not balanced. So here you have to write the balance equation. Twice H2 plus O2 is equal to twice H2. Now it is balanced. So two volume of hydrogen will react with one volume of oxygen forming two volume of water. Now here question is given that calculate the volume of hydrogen that will combine with 40 liters. So one volume is equal to 40 liters. Okay. So two volume is equal to, so one volume is equal to 40 liters. So two volume will be what? Two volume will be 40 into 2 liters. That will be equal to 80 liters. Then what will be the answer? The answer will be 80 liters. So 80 liters of hydrogen will combine with 40 liters of oxygen to form how much? 8 liters of water. Okay, at 150 degree centigrade and atmospheric pressure. Hope you can understand. Another problem I am solving from your book, that I came in ICSE in the year of 1990. So the problem is given that ammonia, question number 2, ammonia may be oxidized to nitrogen monoxide, in the presence of catalyst, and according to the following reaction, reaction is given that 4NH3 plus 5O2 is equal to 4NO plus 6H2. Here the reaction is balanced. Okay, so you need not to balance. Now question is given, if 27 liters of reactants are consumed, what volume of nitrogen monoxide is produced at the same temperature and pressure? This is your questions. Now from this equation you can easily understand that, again I am writing this equation, 4NH3 plus 5O2 forming 4NO plus 6H2. So here 4 volume of ammonia is reacting with 5 volume of oxygen, and that will form 4 volume of NO, and if H2 is steam, then it will form 6 volume. Otherwise if it is liquid, we will not consider its volume. Now what question is given, if 27 liters are consumed, what volume of NO is produced? So from here we can write that 4 plus 5, 9 volume. That means if we write this is 4 liter, this is 5 liter, then this will be equal to 4 liter. So 4 plus 5, 9 liter reactant produces 4 liter nitric oxide. So here it is given that 27 liter reactant produces 4 by 9 into 27 liter of NO. We calculate, then it will be 12 liter. So what you will answer? So your answer will be that if 27 liter of reactants are consumed, the volume of nitric oxide is produced is 12 liters. So this type of very easy numerical you have to practice in home, and I will give your exercise problem as worksheet or homework that you will solve. If you have any problem, then you can send me the problem, then I will solve here. Next law I will discuss, that is called Avogadro's law. Under similar condition of temperature and pressure, equal volume of all gases contain equal number of molecules. So at HTP, if we think about 1 liter hydrogen, and in STP, if we think about that 1 liter oxygen, in each case there will be same number of molecules. Suppose if we consider that there is n number of molecules in 1 liter hydrogen at STP, then definitely in 1 liter oxygen or 1 liter nitrogen there will be n molecules. Okay. Now from this Avogadro's law, I am also giving some numericals so that you can easily understand. So here one problem is given, that problem number 11, hydrogen and nitrogen combine in the ratio 3:1 by volume to form ammonia. Calculate the number of molecules of hydrogen which combines with 6 into 10 to the power 22 molecules of nitrogen. Now here first we have to write the reaction, that hydrogen and nitrogen combine in the ratio 3:1 and by volume 3:1 by volume to form ammonia. So hydrogen is combining with nitrogen forming ammonia. So they are combining 3 NH2 forming twice NH2. So 3 volume of hydrogen is combining with 1 volume of nitrogen forming 2 volume of ammonia gas. Now calculate the number of molecules of hydrogen which combines with 6 into 10 to the power 2 molecules of nitrogen. Suppose here if we consider that 3 liter and here if we consider the 1 liter and the same temperature and pressure, that means we are considering at STP, standard temperature pressure. Then if 1 liter nitrogen contains 6 into 10 to the power 22 molecules, then 3 liter will be the 3 times. Okay. So here it is written that the hydrogen which combines 6 into 10 to the power 22 molecules, so 1 volume of nitrogen at STP equivalent to 6 into 10 to the power 22 molecules. So 3 volume of, according to Avogadro's law, 3 volume of hydrogen will be equivalent to 3 into 6 into 10 to the power 22 molecules. That will be 18 into 10 to the power 22 molecules. That will be your answer. Hope you can understand the type of molecule. Okay. Hope you can understand the type of the problem. These problems are very easy. So one thing I forgot to mention, that Gay-Lussac's law as well as this Avogadro's law in case of gas, they will be valid in case of gas. Okay. For solids or liquids it is not valid. Next we will discuss the relative atomic mass. Relative atomic mass of an element is the number that represents how many times one atom of a substance is heavier than one atom of hydrogen whose weight is taken as unity. The first time atomic mass was the ratio of mass of one atom of an element divided by the mass of one atom of hydrogen. But later hydrogen atom reference was rejected to minimize the error, and according to IPSC at present the definition is the atomic mass of an element is the average relative mass of an atom compared to the 1/12 atom of carbon of mass of a C12 atom. So now what is the representation of atomic mass? Atomic mass is equal to that mass of one atom of the element, mass of one atom of the element divided by the mass of 1/12, okay, 1/12 atom of carbon C12 isotope. Next we will discuss that gram atomic mass. Gram atomic mass is the atomic mass of an element in grams. Suppose if we think about the atomic mass of oxygen, actually atomic mass has no unit, it has the ratio of the mass of the two. One is the atom of an element divided by the mass of the 1/12 of carbon. But generally we write as AMU, atomic mass unit. Okay. So atomic mass of oxygen is 16 AMU, then gram atomic mass of oxygen will be 16 gram. We just convert the atomic mass into gram, then it will be called gram atomic mass of oxygen. Next we will discuss the relative molecular mass or molecular weight. Molecular mass of a substance is the number of times a molecule of the substance is heavier than 1/12 mass of a carbon C12 atom. Okay. So here we are considering atomic mass. In case of molecular mass will be the mass of one molecule of the element divided by mass of 1/12 atom of C12 atom. Okay. Now molecular mass of carbon dioxide, if we calculate, it will be 44 AMU. It means that a molecule of carbon dioxide is 44 times heavier than 1/12 mass of a carbon atom C12. Now molecular mass of a substance can be obtained by adding the atomic mass of all the atoms present in the molecule. So if we know the atomic mass, then we can easily calculate the molecular mass of the molecule. Okay. Suppose if anybody asks you to calculate the molecular mass of glucose C6H12O6, then what to do? You have to just add the atomic mass. Carbon is 12 into 6 plus hydrogen is 1 into 12 plus oxygen is 6 into 16 AMU. So what will be the total value? 12 into 6 72 plus 12 plus 96. So 96, 12 and 72. This coming as 0, 180. So it will be 180 AMU. So if we think about only one glucose molecule, its molecular mass will be 180 mg. If we want to write the gram molecular mass, what is gram molecular mass? The gram molecular mass is the molecular mass of a substance explained in gram. In case of glucose, what will be the gram molecule? So 180 gram. So 1 gram molecule of any substance is equal to the gram molecular mass of that particular substance. That means if you want to write that 1 gram molecule of nitrogen, that will be equal to gram molecular mass of nitrogen. And what is the mass of nitrogen molecule? That is 28 AMU. So in case of gram molecular mass, it will be 28 gram. Okay. So today up to this, hope you can understand. Thank you.